They'll be calling you a radical before we talk about the Sequoias burning. The incredible, great Neil McCarthy passed away yesterday, as I reported. And that picture that I'll post in the thumbnail of this was taken right here. Right here. That dude was a gem. So, anyway, so to the Sequoias. This is important because we got a storm rolling in here finally. Weather cooled down for a day. But, so the fires have reached the Sequoias, the giant trees. Fire in Sequoias. Let's talk about fire in Sequoias. And these trees are thousands of years old. They have survived the big beast they were wrapping in the aluminum foil blankets. These trees have survived hundreds of fires. Hundreds. These trees are thousands of years old. I will quote Ranger, California, everybody. These fires are different. Now, where have we heard that about 10 million times in the last 10 years? Fukushima fires, a country of deniers. Fukushima skies, a country that lies, denies. Fukushima denier, Fukushima, everything changed. Kevin Blanch's work is right there in your face. You continue to deny all my work. These meltdowns are happening, going to push into the ocean. It's going to create an energy, which I name Fukushima, that has never happened before. You deny me? Einstein's words. He says, you're going to have a core meltdown at some point, and this thing's going to get loose, and it's going to change everything. Kevin Blanch. March 2011. These are full-blown out meltdowns. These are full-blown meltdowns. They're lying. This is going to push an energy into the Pacific Ocean, unforeseen in the bringing star power. This is the hottest substance in the history of mankind. It's going to push into the ocean. It's going to hell of a way to boil a planet. It's going to change everything. It's going to break the chain. The eco chain will break. The tide pools will collapse immediately, which happened. The salmon will collapse. The steelhead will start to collapse immediately, which happened. We only went on the Columbia River. We've only gone from 826,000 to 50-something thousand in 10 years. The Chinook salmon will collapse in 5 years. There'll be a heat bubble over the western United States. It will get into the trees. It will get into the pine trees, the needles. It will get into the needles. Pine trees hold radiation. They will burn. It will cause the Great Salt Lake, which was at perfect levels. My spiral jetty videos prove that. It will cause the Great Salt Lake to go dry. It's going to cause fires like we've never seen before. Every single thing I hypothesis has come true. Great science works that way. Great PhDs, first you hypothesize the knowledge. Not mystified, baffled, puzzled, stumped, perplexed, bewildered. That's not an answer. That's asymmetric to science. Everybody's got one. That's opinion. My hypothesis was my hypothesis. My incredible story, it's going to give you cancer. I got leukemia, given 2 months to live. All this historic work while fighting AML leukemia. Walked the entire coast of California with the central lines hanging out of my jugular vein. Down to 119 pounds. Not the Pacific Trail, the coast. Documenting the tide pools, the salmon work. Every single thing I said came to the fires. We'll quote the Rangers. Why the blankets on the trees this time? These trees have survived hundreds of fires. They're thousands of years old. These fires are different. This is going to cause... I remember when the fires first started in California, and I was down there, and the Rangers were saying, we think multiple arsonists started this simultaneously together, and then I realized that the atmosphere was actually catching fire. Again, never happened before. Again, to the incredible Neil McCarthy. Great journey, man. I love that guy. I knew him really well. I was doing radio then, KWCR off and on. I've done it 40, 50 years. He was the greatest. That dude was the greatest. That loss to Lamar, Weber State had in 1980 at home team, Billy Tubbs, Ogden never recovered. He was the greatest. He was as Ogden gets. I mean, sophisticated, smart, dynamic. So, the Sequoias, the fires have reached the Sequoias. They're there. It's there. These fires are different. God, it's cooled off. Nice. Stay tuned.